welcome back to my channel. I don't know what to say or talk about or anything at this point. I feel like I'm crooked. I'm sorry. I feel that Mouse has become a professional mucus snot shooter. Guys, she'll blow out her nose and things just go flying everywhere. It's kind of gross. Mucus is my weakness. I'm sure you saw that one. I went to bed kind of a little bit stressed last night. I did a video about it, but I don't know if I will post that one tonight or this one tonight. But you'll know. I think that was a rod that I just seen go that way. I woke up this morning and I was feeling really low. The energies were high though. I looked at the Schumann resonance and it was pretty high. And I actually wasn't the only one going or feeling this emotion. As I got in the shower last night, after going through what I went through yesterday, I don't know. I mean, I can't help but to feel this way sometimes. And it's not like, I will once again say, it's not like I'm not getting my way, so I'm fed up and I just want to give up. I'm going to try to explain it this way. I do channel, but I channel information for other people. I do sometimes get information for myself, but not what I am looking for. So with that being said, I will say this. I'm frustrated. I'm very frustrated. I feel like I know what my path is, my mission is here on Earth. There's got to be a reason why I see all kinds of entities, whether it be humans, extraterrestrials, insects, animals, I mean, you name it. There's got to be a reason why. There's got to be a reason why I don't have telepathy with them or even able to verbally, orally say words to each other, or sentences, or communicate however you want to say it. There's a reason why I'm seeing orbs, but I don't know why. I'm just kind of left in the dark. But I know that there's something huge lurking in the background that I'm not allowed to see at this moment in time. And I may never see that moment ever. So I'm really frustrated. I don't know who to talk to. Those who I feel like I can talk to want to charge you for it, in which in reality they're not true psychics, mediums, channelers, however you want to look at it. They're not true. They're false prophets. So I don't know who else to turn to. And if I was able to turn to them, would I be able to believe them? That's the other question. Because a lot of people still will give you false information and not charge you. And I think those are the wannabes. But how can you weed them out? I don't know. I mean, I do know a few things about myself, and I know that they're factual. And that, you know, and I've talked about them. I know that my soul is older than Earth. I know I've been with my soulmate for eons. I know that I was an Arcturian princess, that my soul originates from Arcturus. I know I've been many extraterrestrials, actually. I know I'm a psychic medium. I know I channel. I know I see souls. But I don't, oh, and I'm a healer. Let me put that in there. But I don't know what my mission is. In the beginning, I thought I did. And I have a common mission that is common with other star seeds, meaning, you know, no matter where I go, my vibrations will heal other souls. And when I say souls, I mean actually, you know, humans. Whatever comes around me gets healed in a specific way. Let's just say somebody had lost a loved one and they walk into my field. Well, the pain doesn't go away, but it eases a little bit. It helps them in the way that they need, and only that way. I don't walk around with my vibrations thinking, well, everybody's cured that walks in my path. No. It is what is in alignment for the person walking into my field. Let's just say they cannot get over that grief situation and it's been a while. Well, they walk in my field and their guides are aware of, here comes Elora, and will guide her, the person, into Elora's field and have her get right over that hump and go on to healing. And so when she comes in my field, you know, there she is. It's not a cure-all. She's got to do her own work also. But that's something common that I have with most, if not all, starseeds. I'm a healer, like most starseeds. I don't know if all mediums are all starseeds are mediums. I don't know. I want to say so because we all have gifts, but some of us are not matching with others. Maybe I'm a medium, maybe you're not. I think it's very rare that people can see orbs with their eyes. You can with cameras and videos, but with the eyes, it's I think more challenging for some. So I have my phone camera set up on a mini tripod on my coffee table. And on my coffee table, I have a headset, a Beats headset, the earmuff type. And my cat, let me just show you if she don't move. Oh, she moved, darn it. She is laying on the coffee table. You know how cats do? And her head was in the ring part of the Beats with the earmuffs under her chin. And she was just laying there like that, not moving. That was weird, but okay. There have been things that are coincidental that has been going on. Before I found out who I was, I did this angel tattoo, and she's in shackles. You can see the shackle chain on the wrists, and she's sad. And come to find out, I was once an angel. And I didn't know that when I got this tattoo, but I got the tattoo to represent my past. As a child, I was abused and nobody came to my rescue. And I stopped believing in God because I was like, he wasn't even there for me. And things could have got worse. And those were my lessons to be learned, apparently. How I came out of that was my lesson, I assume. And, you know, God knows the contract I made, and, you know, you have to go on with it. Your guides ask you if you're sure. Are you really sure you want that kind of life? And if you sit there and say, yeah, they can't interfere, and you sign the contract, and there you go. This morning, when I was having an emotional, difficult time, another kind of like a synchronicity happened. And I'm frustrated. I didn't want to go to work, but I knew I had to. And I'm just beating myself up about my emotions. You know, what is my mission and blah, blah. And I was listening to TikTok on my phone, as I do every morning while I'm getting ready for work because my TV's broke. I'll be getting one in 2.5 weeks. Katy Perry's song came on, and I did not catch it right off. I don't know the name of the song, but I'll tell you part of the lyrics. It kept replaying. You know how TikTok will play in a loop to non-live videos? Well, it was on a loop because I left the phone in my bathroom, went in my bedroom, in which I can hear it because they're connected. And I think I was just getting dressed. And then all of a sudden, I stood up and I'm like, is that a message? something got my attention and said, listen. And that's how things work with me. And it was, you are the heart of the world. And something about you're from another dimension, something like that. And I'm like, what? That? I know undoubtedly that was a message for me, because the universe speaks to us through synchronicities, as in many things, numbers, music, the radio channels, music videos, whatever. Among other things, you could walk through a store and see a quote to an answer that you've been pondering. And that was another one of mine, beginning of my awakening, before my Achilles tendon surgery. I was going through a bunch of emotional things and trying to decompartmentalize, I hope I said that right, myself, as in, okay, now I believe in God. Now I know Jesus existed, but not in the way that we were raised to believe in, etc. Who am I? Where'd I come from? What is this? What is that? Guilt for not believing there were extraterrestrials, and I was actually one. But spiritually, I was just like, what's my path? What's my mission? And I was working at Marshall's, and I was at a register, and I wasn't busy. The line had died down for a couple of minutes, and I'm sitting there and I'm pondering these things in my head, and I look up, and at our Marshall's, that they made a shelf maze kind of thing that will zigzag around, so that's where the line would go through. Right in front of me, I can see the picture frames, little quotes and stuff like that, and my eyes landed on immediately and only, you are right where you need to be. And I sat there staring at that thing, thinking, because I already knew about synchronicities, the numbers, and I heard about, the songs having sentences in it that are speaking to you. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh my God, that's one of my answers. Although I don't know what I was, where I am right where I need to be. What, in Marshall's? But I knew it was spiritually. They're saying, hey, relax. You're right where you need to be. You're on your path. Don't worry about it, And I've been told more than once that I'm on the right path. I am following my path that I've chose. Although I'm always telling them, please advance me to the next point of my path, my mission. Advance me in my gifts, talk to me, something. And in my head, I'm always saying, delete, omit, dismiss certain things that are in my contract that I know are there. One is, I'm glad I'm alone, kind of, but then I miss being with someone. But I know I have to be alone at this moment in time. I know that for a fact. But, and my guides know, they really do, they know. They hear my thoughts every day, and they're acknowledging me right now. Sometimes when I talk, I can see them in my third eye nodding, or like, yeah, kind of, And so when I say certain things, bam, I see them. So yeah, they hear my thoughts. They know how I think. They know how I feel. They feel my emotions. And when I sit and say, I miss being with somebody, I miss the comfort, but they heard me just the night before saying, I'm okay with being alone. There's a reason why I have to be alone. And that reason, I don't know. I don't have a clue. Before I end this video, I want to talk about a visit, because I said in the last video that I didn't upload, or the video before, I can't remember. I think I uploaded it. I said that I didn't talk about a lot of my visits, either because I was embarrassed of what people thought of me, thought I was lying, thought I was crazy, or whatever. And this visit was one of my earliest visits. And I kind of was like, whoa. But I think I talked about it in one of my beginning videos, but I'm not sure. And now I have so many videos up, I'd be scrolling and listening to so many that I wouldn't know where to find it. So I will talk about this one. I didn't know, but hoped that I was taken to ships, my Star Family ships, and spent time with them or was treated by them, all the above, whatever. And although I have had no memory up until recently of going anywhere with them, I remember waking up to this. I don't remember anything whatsoever until I opened my eyes and I was like, what? It scared me. I was like, what is that? Because my first thought was spider. And as everybody knows, I'm scared to death of spiders. Which in fact, an enormous one again was in my room on the ceiling the other night. But anyway, so I woke up and I'm looking straight up to the ceiling. I was in my kid's dad's house in the master bedroom while he had the couch. I always have to say that for some reason. And as I looked up, I seen this black thing going over me. It was a ball, and it was like doing this, kind of. And it looked like, you know those little long tubular cameras? They're real long, and you can put it down in your sink, in the pipe, or wherever else you need to put it. But it's tubular, real small, and it goes real long, and it looked like it was just wound and twisted around each other, and the ends were doing something. I don't know what. So when I looked up, I seen that, and it was moving in a straight line from my feet. It was coming from my feet, but it was over my body, and it was doing its thing, and I seen it coming when I was focusing on it, and I remember thinking, oh my God, what is that? And then it kind of kept going, and I'm following it with my eyes, and it goes out the window that was over my head. And this was an older house where the windows were up high, but they were rectangle. And so I just laid there, and I'm thinking, what was that? Oh my gosh, you know? And then as I was waking up completely, things were becoming clearer and clearer. And I'm like, I was not in this bed the whole time I seen that. And I wasn't. The reason being is because when I first seen this, the room was very white. A pure white, bright room. But I didn't see any lights or anything. But it was bright and white. And two, let me back up. This is the most purest white that we don't have here on Earth, anywhere. You can go get white paint your walls, and it's still not going to be as pure white as I saw. And the second thing is, when I was looking straight up, right in front of my face as it was going by, there was an old-fashioned kind of like round air conditioning vent. So if I'm laying in bed, it would be directly in my face, in the ceiling, of course. It would be just straight up. That wasn't there when I saw that. I didn't see it nowhere. And now, keep in mind, I was watching this thing go up. I would have known that it was there, and it wasn't there. And so I'm laying there thinking, wow. I wasn't here in this bed when I first seen it. But somehow they had transported me from there from the ship to my bed flawlessly, where I seen this thing coming over me while I was in the ship, but when I was becoming aware, I suddenly was in my bed. Isn't that magical? That literally is magical. So that's one thing that I wanted to share with you. And I will think of some more and share with you that I really haven't spoke about. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Sometimes when I just don't know what to talk about, I just get on here and talk. And I hope that you're okay with that. I have noticed that my viewers have got pretty low. And it doesn't really bother me that bad. It bothers me, it really does. But it doesn't like emotionally take its toll on me. But I don't worry about it as much as I used to. I used to think all day, every day, what am I going to talk about? What, you know, and it always just be there. What am I going to talk about? What am I going to talk about? I have nothing to talk about. But now I'm just like, if I don't have anything to talk about, I'm just not going to do a video. And I'm not going to stress over it like I have always stressed over. And I hope you guys understand. And I know for those of you that have stuck with me for a while will understand. I have no doubt. So I'm going to end this here. And I love you guys tremendously, more than you will ever know. I know some people find it hard to believe that somebody can love them and care for them not even knowing them, but I do. I'm going to also send you love, light, and peace. Bye.